What's up, guys? If you saw the last YouTube short that I recently uploaded, then you know today we're going to be talking about how to remove those extra little prop guards that are on the original Neo and the Neo 2 series. And the reasoning behind that, if you guys decide to do this, is that I do believe that it gives you a little bit better flight performance when you're coming out of flips and rolls and dives, that kind of thing. If you guys do have a Neo or a Neo 2 and you're flying it more aggressively in the FPV manual type mode, and you're starting to do some of those more intermediate type maneuvers, sometimes if you push too hard you can get stuck in your own prop wash, and that's when the drone comes down and does that little bit of wobbling. Or you can even see it happen sometimes if you're rotating and yawing and banking at the same time. Sometimes it just tumbles and does some crazy stuff. So the idea is taking out these little extra prop guard things is going to help that downward airflow just be a little bit clearer, and maybe you won't get stuck in those kind of feelings as much. I can't guarantee that it's not going to happen, but I do believe, again, this helps a little bit. So let's go ahead and go down to my little coffee table workbench, and we'll show you guys how to do that and what kind of things that you need. And stick around towards the end of the video. We're going to go fly it around, and you may not be able to see any kind of difference in the video, but I'll obviously add my thoughts on how it feels, if it feels any different or not. But yeah, I did it with both of my original Neos. I have two of them. Crashed one of them, still flies, which is great, good thing. But yeah, stick around to the end and we'll see a little kind of review of it.
All right, so I got my little work area here, got my original Neo, Neo 2, and some of the tools that you need to do this. So as you guys can see, I just got some little wire clippers here. You can get these from Walmart or typical hardware store, $5-6 probably. And then I also have a small precision Phillips head screwdriver. This is going to be just for removing the props, which I do recommend doing if you're going to do this job. Just makes it a little bit easier to get in there tight with this guy and not end up accidentally cutting any of your props. We don't want that. Now I also have the box cutter and some sandpaper here. If you guys want to go the extra mile and make it look really clean, kind of like I did, you can take that box cutter and get in here along your edges nice and tight. And yeah, as you guys can see, this one I think I did a pretty good job with. Tried to clean it up the best I can. So I went with the box cutter, got those in real tight, and then I also went back with the sandpaper and just sanded it down just a little bit, just so it didn't have any like rough edges or anything. Sandpaper from the dollar store, super cheap, comes with a pack of like 20 pieces of sandpaper. Box cutter, again, you can get it anywhere, hardware store. You guys know where to get that stuff. So we're going to go ahead and do that with the Neo 2 today. It's obviously a little bit different with the Neo 2. The original Neo had them going around in a little circle. Neo 2 has 3 of them going out in like straight lines. So we just got to get in there a little bit tighter and, keep it nice and clean. Get all like right in here. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and then come back and show you guys what it looks like, and then set the phone down and focus on it and do it right. And then stick around to the end. We're going to go fly it and see how it goes. All right, so this is what we got going on right here. I decided that I wanted to keep just a middle beam instead of taking out all 3 around every duct. Usually I have 1, 2, 3. You guys know what it looked like before. I left just the middle one. So it is still a nice, even, balanced look. And hopefully we'll see still a little bit of, performance difference from that. If I do decide to, I can still go back later and cut out the middle one. But I didn't want to take everything out immediately. I want to go take it out, test it out, see how it feels, how it flies, and from there kind of decide if this a little bit of extra is going to help, which again, maybe it will, maybe it won't. But yeah, the biggest thing with this, obviously, I don't think I stated it in the video earlier. If you guys do decide to do this modification, then obviously you're going to avoid any kind of warranty or any kind of DJI Care plan that you have with this. I am in the US, and unfortunately the way things are in the US right now, we don't really have any DJI Care support anyways. So if I crash it or I wreck it or I do something to it that is not, covered under anything, I'm kind of screwed either way. There's no point in me even buying DJI Care because It just won't, they can't do anything right now. But that's a whole nother story to get into later. But yeah, so it's still pretty windy out today. I don't think I'm going to be able to fly today, but maybe tomorrow or the next day. So we'll put that again towards the end of this video, and you guys let me know what you think. Leave a comment if you think that you might do this as well. Yeah, I like it, and I think my little guy likes it too. Look, he's got a little smile. Yeah, he wants to go fly. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. And this is going to be the flight video right at the end, so stick around for that, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, made it out to the park. Nice big open field area out here to fly. And this is what she looks like. Left the little middle support beams. And this is the bottom. Got my little tape right here. I do recommend, if you guys are flying the Neo 2, maybe just put a little piece of tape over this little whatever display right here, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Few little spots here that don't look super nice, but they're trimmed up pretty good, I think. And I'll show you guys my rates real quick if you guys want to try to check those out. See if it'll focus. There we go. All right, let's go fly. All right, so here we go. So today I flew 3 batteries. I got the Fly More combo. It was pretty nice out. I was enjoying the weather. But the number one thing that I'm going to take away from today is that I had considerably less jitters and wobbles in my goggles view than I've had a lot in the past. And I do really kind of wonder if that's from doing this modification. You know, the idea is that you're cutting out some of the physical material that is blocking the downward airflow and, you know, potentially making the motors work harder than they could, or, you know, just taking that material out so that there's better downward airflow or more consistent downward airflow. And obviously I'm going to have to fly more in, you know, breezy conditions to kind of test that theory, and we'll see that in the future. But yeah, if nothing else, like, I feel like maybe that's something that it's going to help with. You know, I will say that I still had a little bit of a tumble today. You guys will see that if you keep watching the video here in just a little bit. You know, so again, this modification isn't going to completely stop that from happening. It's really going to come down to the pilot understanding what these drones are and aren't capable of doing. They're pretty lightweight drones. We all know that they don't really handle the wind that great, especially in like FPV mode. You know, if you're flying like normal or sport mode, maybe they do a good job at keeping things stable. But again, they're pretty lightweight, and there are just certain things that they're going to struggle with more than a heavier or a more powerful, like, real FPV drone. That's why I got the Avata 2. Maybe you guys will see more videos from that if you stick around. But you'll see right here, little tumble, little recover. Thankfully, no crash. But yeah, just going to have to do some more testing and see how this feels. But if you guys did watch this whole video, thanks for watching. I know it was kind of long for just this one little thing. If you guys decide that you want to do this, drop a comment. Let me know if you've done it already, if you're feeling a difference with it or not. And yeah, thanks again for watching. And hopefully I'll see you guys in some more videos soon.